Good morning, world. Good morning, world. It is 8:26 a.m. here, Nassau, Bahamas, the capital. Nassau, the city, New Providence, the island, the capital of the most beautiful place in the world, the Bahamas. It is the 11th of January, 2017, one morning after President Obama would have given his farewell speech. Yes, he did that last night, and the world, bade him farewell. And I had an opportunity to comment on their Facebook Live feed or stream. And, I just felt like, making a video and sharing with the world and sharing the reasons why I personally think that President Obama, if not the best, the greatest ever, is certainly amongst those who you would consider the best or the greatest world leaders ever, not just presidents of the United States. When you when we think about people like Martin Luther King, and we think about Nelson Mandela, we think about Mahatma Gandhi, and here in the Bahamas we think about Sir Lyndon Pindling, our founding father, our very first prime minister here in this country. And again, when you think about these positive world leaders and persons who changed the world forever, we think about their collective greatness. We think about the best that they had to offer. We think about the best that they did, for us, for our lives, and for the world. And, when I look at a person like President Obama, that is what I do also. I think about the best. I think about the greatness. I think about what he's done to positively impact the world, what he's done to positively impact my life. We hear the cliche all the time. You teach. If you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. But if you teach that man how to fish, you feed him for life. And I personally know of 249 young people who are, nobody is over the age of 35, who are the future generation millennials. I know of personally 249 others outside of myself whom President Obama, helped in learning how to fish. So that is 250 persons from 36 different countries that I know of personally. And I'm not talking about, the programs that he had in places like Africa that is similar to the one that I, was a part of. I'm not talking about, the ones that he had in Asia that is similar. And so some of you guys can go and try to, judge him based on balancing a budget. You guys can go off on the Obamacare. You guys can go off on so many other things, the relations between the U.S. and Russia, all sorts of other things you can base your judgments or your opinions on President Obama on or off of. But me personally, I'm going to go on the greatness, and I'm going to go off of the best that the man offered. And I don't think that there is, I don't think no one could have done any more, to be quite honest. This man, took persons from third world countries, who never traveled a day in their lives, who never went outside of their countries, who gained valuable experiences that are priceless, to say the least. Saying valuable, priceless experiences. We were able to rub shoulders with successful business persons. Our network base has grown exponentially. So again, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. But if you teach a man how to fish, you feed him for life. And imagine the impact, the trickle-down effect that is going to have. 249 individuals or 250 individuals, they have families, they have kids, they have friends, their circles. And so the trickle-down effect of the positive, experiences that we had as being a part of the Wildlife program, it is going to multiply. And because of that program, because of, a program that is the brainchild of President Obama, our cities, our countries, our region, our world could be a better place. You see, these are the things that I look at. I don't look at simply the budget and Obamacare and all of those stuff. No, man. I look at the best that somebody has to offer and that they did offer, and the selfless acts of those individuals. Just like Mahatma Gandhi, just like Nelson Mandela, just like Martin Luther King. All of those individuals, you think they were perfect? No. They had scandals. They did their bads. There are a lot of negative aspects of those individuals' lives. But we judge them based on the best that they had to offer and their collective greatness. And so, let us do the same with President Obama. And so I say to President Obama and to the world, or in front of the world, thank you for helping me to learn how to fish. Thank you, President Obama.